Colic in the young infant, also called infantile colic, is a very distressing thing for the baby as well as the parent. As I have mentioned in an earlier video, a baby communicates their problems through crying, and sometimes it may be hard to know the cause for the cry. Abdominal colic is one of the many reasons why the babies cry. So how do you suspect colic? This is a diagnosis made only by the symptoms. There are no specific blood or stool tests for diagnosing this. There are certain criteria which must be met before we say that the baby is crying due to a colic. So what are the criteria? In between the episodes of colic, the baby is perfectly fine, is playful and feeds well. If that is not so, then the crying cannot be attributed to colic. Generally, the colic appears between 1 to 3 months of age and gradually reduces and almost disappears by the time the baby is 4 or 5 months of age. The crying occurs suddenly, like an attack, also called paroxysm, and may continue for a long period. Mostly, the attacks occur in the evening, but may happen occasionally at other times of the day too. Periods spent in crying due to colic may range from half hour to 3 hours a day. The crying during the attack of colic is quite characteristic. The baby cries loudly and non-stop. Face may become red, with the baby drawing up their legs towards the belly. The baby may tightly clench their fists. This may sometimes be accompanied by passage of wind from below. As suddenly as the crying occurs, in the same sudden manner, the crying stops, after which the baby sleeps and wakes up normal. They are happy and feed well throughout the day, only to have the same problem again in the evening. So why does a baby have colic? The exact cause is not known, but a lot of postulated reasons are there, like excessive wind in the tummy, intolerance to feeds, improper feeding technique, maternal diet, etc. But let me tell you before you start blaming yourself, none of this is proven. It is also proposed that colic is probably a behavioral phenomenon, whereas some babies are unable to adapt to the new life outside the mother's womb in the form of lights, loud noises, and other new things around them. Maybe their nervous systems are still immature and they haven't still developed the art of self-soothing. So what is your home management? Firstly, be reassured. It is a benign and self-limiting condition which disappears by the time the baby is 4 to 5 months of age. It is natural to get angry at the baby because of whose crying your own sleep is getting disturbed, but control it and tackle it with love and patience towards the baby, as the baby needs your maximum support at this time. However, there is never any harm to take a break from the baby at times by taking help from a friend, relative or caretaker without feeling guilty. You have to get de-stressed, otherwise the stress passes on to your baby too. Some general measures to treat colic at home. You could change the baby's position when the crying starts. For example, if lying down, you could hold them up in a sitting posture or hold them up resting against your shoulder. Softly talking to the baby, singing to them, rocking them mildly or walking them in an upright posture may calm and soothe them. Similar effect may be produced by sitting on a gentle swing with the baby in your lap or taking them out for a short car ride. The rocking action soothes them. Many times a warm bath may help. Cuddle and hold your baby, and don't worry, babies will not get spoiled when you do so. You could make the baby lie on your belly or lap and very gently rub their back from up to down. Prevention is always better than cure. Some measures taken throughout the day may reduce the incidence and severity of the colic episodes in the evening. Burp the baby after every feed to reduce the amount of wind that the baby takes in with the feeds. An hour or so after a feed, about 2 to 3 times a day, the baby can be placed on the bed with their tummy down. However, never leave baby unattended in this position. Mostly babies are very happy and comfortable this way, but if they are not, then don't continue with it. Avoid overstimulation of the baby by very sudden noises or harsh lighting in the baby's room, especially in the evening. Establish regular feeding and sleep routines for the baby. Sometimes a low volume constant sound like soft music, whirring of a fan, etc. at the time of sleeping helps in calming the baby. At times, modification of the maternal diet like removal of allergens like eggs, nuts, fish, etc. in a breastfed baby may be tried, but if it is not helping, you needn't restrict your food intake. Sometimes maternal intake of somf or jeera water once or twice a day may help the breastfed baby. As it's safe, it is worth a try for a few days. What is the role of medications? A large variety of colic drops are available in the market, which cause more harm than good, so avoid them. Pediatrician review. Even though we may be quite sure that it is a colic, still at least one checkup by the pediatrician is necessary to rule out any other causes for crying. Thank you and happy parenting. Please like and share the video and subscribe to my channel for many more such parenting videos.